So I'm going to make this less dramatic since I realized after uploading the first video that I overdid it. But check this out. This channel is Tony Sampson's. I failed to mention this in my previous video thinking there is zero correlation, despite me making a comment on his first video and denying that it was him. Since he only had 2 videos at the time, both songs, I didn't see any connection to the voice actor, other than the name. This was a silly mistake on my part.
Whoops!
The way I know this is him is on April 2nd, 2019, Tony Sampson messaged the Facebook page Eddy. He even left them a voice message to confirm that it was in fact him.
Hey Eddy, this is Eddy! Isn't that weird?
According to Sampson, he has been leaving comments on some of the posts, yet no one has noticed. Well, when the page notified his community that Sampson reached out to them, it got a good amount of attention. I first uncovered that the oil industry rumor had a bit of truth and false. He does in fact work for an oil industry, but doesn't manage one. He told me that he's a heavy equipment operator, operating machines like bulldozers, backhoes, and other heavy equipment at an oil company. He also mentioned to have watched my first video on him the night before. I also asked a few questions like why the career change. He just had enough with acting saying he had been doing it since he was 11. And when asked why the oil industry out of all things, he stated, "I saw the heavy equipment on the TV, quit a week later, and went to college to learn how to run it, and boom, heavy equipment operator."
Oh, it's a rerun!
I don't know, Eddy. I question the fatability.
When I asked why music out of all things, he told me that he had always liked music. So he bought the software and learned how to use it. that kinda rhymed. That's kinda. At the end of our conversation, I was just making small talk, because this seemed pretty surreal. Just having a conversation with this dude wasn't something I was planning, and I know it seems as if I'm kissing his feet too much. Or choking on his balls. But but this dude made such an impact in so many childhoods that it would seem disrespectful if I didn't praise him, even for just a little bit. Well, my last few questions were along the lines of, do you plan on getting in front of the camera? Have you thought of going to a convention? Have you kept in touch with the cast? He doesn't really want to appear in the limelight, but would like to just show up at a Comic-Con. He also hasn't kept in touch with the old cast, but has spoken to Matt Hill a few times. He mentioned that maybe he would go back into acting once he retired. Wouldn't be that difficult considering his resume would speak for itself. I don't know if he completely stopped enjoying acting, but he changed his career and chose to go after what seemed to make him happier. Unlike my previous video, let me end this on a more happy note. He says that everything is alright after the Fort McMurray fire. It's like nothing ever happened. If Sampson doesn't return to voice acting, at least we know he pursued a much better career for himself. In a sense, there's something poetic about leaving a profession while you're on top. Like an undefeated boxer retiring while still in their prime. Or a well-known television show coming to an end while still gathering millions of viewers.
I'm out.
Sampson knew when to quit, and with the finale of Eddy and Eddy, it was the perfect time to do so. Well, I'm just glad this mystery is solved, and wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna link all of Tony Sampson things in the description. If you have any suggestions for future videos, just put them in the comment. Or, as I said in my previous video, make the video yourself. That sounds like a jerk thing to say, but no. Honestly, you're gonna feel much better if you do it. It's just a sense of self-achievement in a way.